Okay, so today we're going to paint on rocks, and the kind of main question that I'm having you guys answer is, like, what keeps you grounded, what keeps you kind of sane, like, you know, like, what makes you happy, that kind of thing. You just want to, like, because this is your Warm Wednesday, I want you guys to just, like, think about, like, what in your life makes you just really, I don't know, just, like, keeps you here, that kind of thing. So, our essential questions are, you know, where do artists get their inspiration? I wanted to keep that one for you guys because we're going to talk about an artist in just a second. You know, what in your life makes you feel grounded or relaxed or happy? And then how can you represent that feeling or some sort of feeling through your art? I just want to have you guys keep those questions in mind. And so this artist, Aki Nakata, she paints on rocks, obviously, and makes these, she almost always does animals, but like her inspiration is she feels like the rocks find her. She doesn't find the rocks. She always finds the rocks. She never like carves them or shaves them down. She just finds them specifically and like sees the animal when she finds the rocks. And so like this one you can see like it has like the certain shapes of like the little baby possums and that kind of thing. And she feels like rocks are like, well, I mean, obviously they're not alive, but she feels like in a way they have their own life because they you know, deteriorate over time and they like change and like move with the earth, that kind of thing. So that's where she finds her inspiration is nature, and she finds that very grounding, and she really loves how like nature is, I don't know, it's peaceful and it's happy, and I really love her work. She's a working artist, so she sells her work to make a living. She's on Instagram, so yeah. And then, so for your project, I want you guys to like take a few minutes, you know, just think about what keeps you grounded, because like our metaphor is with the rocks, like are what keeps you grounded, because they're heavy and they're part of earth, and that's like, it's okay, my boyfriend gave me a sarcastic laugh for it. He was like, ha ha, you keep you grounded, get it, okay. And then I want you to like take your sketchbooks out, make a sketch of what keeps you grounded. This is like the essential question where it's how do you represent what you're feeling and the things in your life that makes you feel grounded through art. So like what piece of imagery. So say a TV show makes you happy. So you draw a character from a TV show or a video game, or maybe it's a person. What aspect of their life or your life like that reminds you of them. And then after you're finished with your sketch, you're going to actually draw on your rocks. I have your rocks here. You're going to come up and get your rocks. I did carry the rocks to class, yes. Because I thought it would be fun for you guys, and I don't know, I would have liked it as a high schooler, so. Oh, I'm going to love this, don't worry. And so yeah, you're going to draw on your rock. Make sure it's the way you like it before you get your paints. So you have your paintbrushes here, your palettes. You're going to have to share palettes and paints with the people next to you. And the paints are in the back cabinet. And when you do paint, I want you guys to, like, okay, you also have to get a bucket of water. But I want to make sure you guys know that you should, when you dip into the paint and you want to get a new color, make sure you, like, rinse your brush off in the water, wipe it down with some paper towel. That way it doesn't get all the paint really wet. And then you can get a new color. That way you just keep your paints nice for the whole class, and like, you know, everybody next to you doesn't have to deal with mixed paints. And then when you're finished with your rock, I want you guys to like leave them here for the day so that way they dry, and Miss Lindsay will probably keep them safe for you, and you guys can have them back on Friday. But that way I can also take some good pictures of them. And then I want you to write a 2-sentence or more artist statement, you know, outlining what you drew on your rock and like what keeps you grounded, how you represented what keeps you grounded through your rock. You have a question?
And it doesn't have to be like your book or anything?
It can be anything. I just used her as an example because she does paint on rocks. Yeah?
Are you writing this art statement on a piece of paper or on a board?
On a piece of paper. Yeah. Yeah, you guys can get started, start thinking, start sketching. Yeah.